So today we're in intermediate class. You will learn. You get a hang of this. もう blah blah しました and まだ blah blah ていません or もう blah blah ましたまだていません have already done something, haven't done anything yet. So this grammar, we'll have a closer look today. Well, I would like to start with this question to you. So in Okaeri school, we usually start classes around 5 or 7, which is the dinner time or supper time. And I sometimes ask you, もうご飯食べました?もうご飯を食べましたか? As in a total, what is it called? Textbook Japanese. But I might say, もうご飯食べました? In a very natural speed. こんにちは。こんばんは。もうご飯食べました?もうご飯食べました?もうご飯を食べましたか? When you hear this question, when you're asked, もうご飯を食べましたか? How do you respond? For yes and no. So yes, you say, はい、食べました。If your answer is yes. So no, when it's no, that's where the problem begins. Not that begins, but the lies. That's where the problem lies. You might want to say いいえ、食べませんでした。And this is totally understandable because 食べました in the question sentence, which is, as you learned, past tense. So you very naturally react. 食べましたか? はい、食べました。いいえ、食べませんでした。As the past form. Past tense form of 食べました、食べませんでした。Right? So, I do know how it's done. But here, that's the question. So the thing is, we have another option to the question, ご飯食べましたか? And here you have to focus on more. More, which means already. So already, so this cannot, sometimes. This might not be the question, did you eat? 食べませんでした. That's correct as a past tense form. But here, present perfect, which is I haven't, or like, have you eaten already? Have you eaten yet? And if you want to mean no, I haven't, you want to say いいえ、まだ, which means not yet, 食べていません。いいえ、まだ食べていません。So as in total, like I just put all the translation here. So the first one, the first question in the first place, もうご飯を食べましたか? Since we have more in the sentence, have you eaten a meal or food? Like ご飯 as in general, like meals, or specifically the rice, cooked rice, we could say. But here, meal or food. Have you eaten yet? もうご飯食べました? はい、食べました. That's yes. This can be both. Yes, I have, and yes, I did. So those two occasions, you say はい、食べました, just one single grammar. But when it comes to negative, when you want to say no, in regarding to the have you eaten yet? So the present perfect grammar in the sentence, you need to know that there's a difference between I did not and I have not yet in Japanese. So いいえ、食べませんでした, that's the past thing. So now so it's something already done. So you don't talk about it. It's not that your status right now. So you just talk about the past that, okay, I didn't eat anything, but I haven't yet. But your plan is you will, or like the status that this is you haven't done it yet. So the negative form, it's different. いいえ、まだ食べていません. So to summarize this grammar, have already, have not, blah, blah, yet as in negative. So this have as a present tense. Well, just so you know, when you say have done something as experiences, like I have been to Japan, or I have tried sushi before, I have tried natto before, like this is experiences. That's something else. Blah, blah, koto ga aru. We'll have a look later, not today, another time. So today, as the when the action, when the movement, when the plan is done, completed or not. So in this context, you say already more and have mashita as in affirmative, which is totally the same as the past tense in Japanese. Just you sometimes add more to make it clearer that this is present perfect, which like have done something, already something. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it just depends on the context. And have not yet. Mada, blah, blah, te imasen. Te imasen, what is this? It's a te form. Ooh, te form. We have to get back to te form. Plus iru as in helping verb. And negative version, of course, because it's a negative sentence. So you have to refresh your memory back to te form plus iru. So iru conjugation. And negative imasen. So that's the only grammar here. We have to focus. But that's it as grammar-wise. The grammar-wise, that's it. That's basically simple. But just in case, just in case you're wondering, oh, what was it here for? Plus iru, what? So let's have look here again. Te form. Just briefly. Re verb, u verbs, irregular verbs. So re verbs, for example, miru becomes mite, taberu, tabete. Irregular verbs, kuru, kimasu, becomes kite, suru, shimasu, shite. And almost all the irregular ones, I would say. But the verbs, there are some categories, there are some characteristics in each, but I would say it's just, easier to just get used to them, right? 読む、読んで、遊ぶ、遊んで、死ぬ、死んで、聞く、聞いて、and blah, blah, blah. Plus いる, right? So 見ている, for example, the first one, 見て plus いる, 見ている, and negative when you haven't seen anything, when you haven't seen something yet. So 見ている, 見ていません. 見ていません. So think about this て form plus いる in negative, いません. When you want to mean like, oh, I haven't done it yet. So another example. Can you see the difference? 昨日、海に行きました。もう海に行きました。Well, the rest of the sentence, instead of, what is it called? Except 昨日 and も they're the same, totally the same. 昨日, you know what it means, it's yesterday, right? 昨日, which should be done with past tense form. も already. So there are the differences. So the first one is past tense, which means I did. I went to the sea. The second one, もう海に行きました. I've already gone to the sea. Maybe just I mean, yesterday we just talked about like some of the students went to the sea and swam and, had a very good time there because it has become very good summer days. So, 昨日海に行きました. That's just simply a past tense. I went to the sea. But 海に行きました. I mean, for this season or like this summer, I've just, gone to the sea. So when we look at negative, the first one, 海に行きませんでした. Simply the past tense, right? So can you think of the I haven't yet. I haven't gone to the sea yet this season, like this summer or this year. How do you say this? Did you get that in your head? Haven't. まだ not yet. 海にuntil then that's the same, but 行く te form 行って plus いる and negative ていません。行く、行っています、行っていません。So when you want to mean, no, I haven't gone to the sea yet. まだ海に行っていません。Instead of, 海に行きませんでした。And then that means something else. That's just past tense. Past tense. But when you don't talk about the past tense, like, have you, like, just today, have you, at the status of today, have you gone to the sea? No, not yet. 海に行っていません。Oh, well, you're in intermediate class and we've actually done with short forms. So I naturally sort of expect you to get used to the short form as well. So let's have a look as well. もうご飯を食べましたか？もうご飯食べました？ The example we just looked earlier. Have you eaten? Yet. In short form, in casual form, to your friends, to the younger ones. 食べた？もうご飯食べた？ Did you remember? もうご飯食べた？ And the pitch goes up. もうご飯食べた？ And those particles tend to be dropped. When you want to say yes, 食べた。No, まだ。まだ。Or you can just go on. まだ食べてない。まだ食べてない。Right, I hope you just refreshing your memory in short form as well. How about these examples? 昨日海に行きました。もう海に行きました。Well, as you can see here, both will be the same. 行った。昨日海に行った。昨日海に行ったよ。昨日海に行ったんだ。もう海に行ったよ。もう海に行った。To the question as well. もう海行った？ Right. 昨日海に行きませんでした。In short form. 行かなかった。昨日海に行かなかった。As a past tense. Just simple past tense. まだ海に行っていません。Do you remember this one? In negative. Short form. Form. 行っていない。います。いない。いない。います。いません。いる。いない。Right? いる。いない。So, 行ってない。Well, we usually drop い。So, まだ海に行ってない。まだ海に行ってない。I haven't gone to the sea yet. Well, so, now I would like to ask you, わかりましたか？ For the whole lesson this time. わかりましたか？ Well, this sentence, how would you interpret, how would you translate this one? わかりましたか？ I didn't put more as already or yet. もうわかりましたか？ I just say, わかりましたか？ When you want to say yes, yeah, right, so that's the simple one. はい、わかりました。はい、わかりました。Or when you want to say no, how would you say? What would you say? いいえ、まだわかりません。I think this is one of the options. Well, you can see this is the present tense. So if you want to mean like, oh, I still don't get it. Like, I still don't as a present tense. I think this is also one of the options. わかりましたか? Although the question was either a past tense or present perfect. いえ、まだわかりません。Just talking about your status that I still don't understand. いいえ、わかりませんでした。What is this? What about this one? いいえ、まだわかっていません。Yes, the second one is the past tense. So which means the question, maybe you understand the question like, did you get it? And then you might want to say like, oh, I didn't get it. Like maybe there was a quiz or something. There is some small question or something. You missed it or something. And you might want to say, oh, I didn't get it. So then that way, いいえ、わかりませんでした。The past tense would do. わかりましたか as in, have you got it? Or have you understood it? Like, I'm not sure like you say this, but have you got it? Understood? いいえ、まだわかっていません。That would be, oh, well, no, I haven't got it yet. So you're working on it. You're working on it, but haven't got it. You haven't figured it out yet. So in that situation, you want to say, まだわかっていません. So there's some three options. I don't think any of them are wrong. So it really depends on how you would translate わかりましたか? So it doesn't necessarily have more to make the present perfect tense. So And depends. I mean, you can decide like, okay, I mean, like, I don't get it. I still don't. And then まだわかりません。I didn't get that. わかりませんでした。As a past tense, history. And the status, no, I'm still working on it. I haven't got it yet. まだわかっていません。Right. Well, short form. Short form. Do you get it immediately? I have said that. わかりません。わからない。わかりませんでした。わからなかった。or わからんかった。ら becomes sometimes. わからんかった。わからな becomes わからんかった。sometimes. Oh. まだわかっていない。わかっていません。will be わかっていない。Good. Well, I don't hope that you will say these. As in no. いや、全然わかんない。or さっぱり。I really don't hope that you will say this, which means nope, not at all. 全然わかんない。全然わからん。全然わかりません。全然なさそう。Yeah, like as in nope thing. さっぱり means not a clue, just so you know it's an extra tip. So hopefully you will say わかった as in short form or like はいわかりました regarding this. Have you blah blah yet? Or I haven't blah blah yet. Right. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. お疲れ様でした。If you want to practice Japanese with us and meet your new classmates, you're more than welcome to join us. おかえりスクール